What's up, guys? So today's video is going to be the August favorites video, as I normally start off each month with the previous month's favorites. Um, so uh, yeah, there's a whole heap of stuff on my list for last month, so we're just going to go ahead and get straight into this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get to is music, and I've got, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I got 7 songs that I added to my 2019 playlist on Spotify, which I will leave a link to in the description. So we've got Infamous by Darkest Dawn and Glow by The Continuous, both of which are just singles. Normally I try to add sort of the album version of a particular song, and so I base the song's release on when the album actually comes out, rather than just, so the single might have come out sort of last year and the album only came out this year, sort of thing. But if that song's on the album, it still makes the cut, sort of thing. But they're just the single versions, so they are exceptions to my general rule, because those two artists I went on and looked, they don't actually have albums out yet, so they get to be exceptions. We've then got Unsainted by Slipknot on the album We Are Not Your Kind. We've got Good Things Fall Apart by Elenium featuring John Bellion from the album Ascend. Take the Golden by Winterborn from the album Echo of Youth. Me by Taylor Swift featuring Brendan Urie from her album Lover, on there largely due to Brendan Urie's involvement. And then Invincible by Tool from the album Fear Inoculum. So yeah, all of those will be on my Spotify playlist, which I'll leave a link to in the description. So yeah, that'll be really cool. Yeah. Alright, so as far as games are concerned, obviously this month I bought myself a Nintendo Switch, so hit that subscription button and the notification bell, as well as leave me comments down below of which games you think I should be getting. I have already got Sword and Shield on pre-order, so I'm going to be playing the shit out of that when it comes out. But yeah, with this and with all the new games that I'm really excited for the PS4, I'm going to be getting a lot more into doing gaming videos. So yeah, definitely hit the subscription button and the notification bell if you want to see those. Second thing in games for the month was CTR had its Back in Time tour, one of the DLCs that brought in new characters. This one brought in Baby T, as well as baby versions of Crash and Coco Bandicoot. I played it to a point where I had completed the Nitro gauge, and then sort of set this aside to focus on other things that were coming out, as well as personal issues that I will talk about at the end of the video. And literally, I think it was the second to last day, actually it was the same day Fear Inoculum came out, the Spyro tour started. So that was literally like just this weekend gone. I'm already onto the silver tier for the Nitro gauge for that tour. I think I'm about halfway along the silver, pretty sure. But yeah, I will talk more in depth about that one at in the next favorites video, because obviously Spyro deserves to have his own moment in the spotlight, as well as, and I had saved this for you guys specifically, did already sort of unbox it, but it's all back in the case at the moment, so I will unbox it again for the camera. But when I traded in my Switch, I upgraded from my level 3 EB World card to a shiny new level 4 black level 4 one, as well as EB's got this scratch and win thing going at the moment. So when I traded all my games and stuff in, I got this scratch and win card, which has any trading card booster pack for $4. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Might get myself some Pokemon cards or something, I don't know yet. Maybe might even get back into playing Magic the Gathering or something like that. But this one that came with my Control pre-order, which I've evidently already scratched off. Like I said, I did already do a bit of an unboxing. It gives me 15% off pre-owned games and accessories, so I'm going to be using that to get myself a game for the Switch. So that's going to be really cool. And then of course, my pre-order for Control came. It's in a steelbook, has just Control on the back, has this really creepy sort of demon face thing on the front, which I'm assuming is going to be one of like the main villains, like the main sort of bad guy thing in the game, considering that you actually play as a female cop, and that is quite evidently not her face. On the inside, we've got obviously the disc, as well as some little photo Polaroid sort of looking things. Some art cards. So we obviously got the Control logo. Let's get some light on the subject. And then we've got some creepy landscape one. Be very careful with it. And this last one's my personal favourite. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting in and playing this game, but obviously with the Spyro Tour on CTR being a limited time event, playing it to get all its rewards and stuff is sort of taking the precedent of my allotted gaming time. So yeah. So if you want to, like I said before, if you want to see some gaming videos and stuff, let me know what games you'd like to see first and foremost, but also let me know my brain and my mouth are just not connecting at the moment. Let me know if you would like to see gaming videos, and then what games you would like to see, as well as hitting the subscription and the notification bell as well. Video gaming, like gaming videos. Mouth and brain need to connect, please. Sort of a video that I've done gaming videos before. I did one with Spyro Reignited, I did one with Darksiders 3, and then I sort of just stopped. So I would like to get back into doing those. So if you would like to see those again, let me know in the comment section down below. So yeah. Alright, so books is a short section for this one, but I have got myself a copy of Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, which I haven't started reading yet, but I intend to start very soon. So yeah, other than the fact that I actually purchased it, it has shown me that while my copies of Fault in Our Stars and An Abundance of Catherines have the right covers for sort of the series. Just down for a second. The one for Will Grayson, which is the one in the middle, is not the cover I have. As well as the fact of that it's taller. It makes me think that that cover might actually be able to sit on the shelf with the rest of my John Green books. And obviously not have the size differ terribly much. So yeah, that's all I've really got for books at the moment. I'd love to give a review. I might start doing some book review videos. So if you'd like to see me give book review videos, let me know that in the comments as well. Would love to hear from you guys. Yeah. Alright, so as far as television was concerned, Netflix brought the goods this month. I'm not sure if these first two were uploaded this month, but I watched them, so therefore they're going this month's favourites. So we have the sort of street racing obstacle course game show Hyperdrive, as well as the glass blowing art show Blown Away, both which are competition game shows with really sort of unique ideas rather than just making another baking cooking show or another show where people renovate houses or another competition show where people sing, because they seem to be sort of the big three for competition shows, as well as for some weird reason dating. Anyway, so yeah, Hyperdrive and Blown Away were really cool. I enjoyed them. In actual sort of fictional narrative television, Wu Assassins was uploaded this month. It's a Netflix original. It's got a really interesting concept, really cool, diverse cast, but kind of average execution. I watched a couple of episodes at a friend's place. My brothers watched the entire thing, and yeah, it's probably something that I'll finish watching at some point, but that point is just not right now. It's not something that interests and excites me. What does interest and excite me was that 13 Reasons Why Season 3 came out this last month, and yeah, right from the get-go, it was as enjoyable as the first two seasons were. I, for a whole heap of different reasons, love this show so much. I really hope it gets a fourth season, although having said that, I'm not entirely sure what said fourth season would delve into as far as story elements go. The finale for season 3 really nicely wrapped up all of the all of the storylines really well. So unless, like what happened in this one, something goes down hard to continue a storyline for 13 more episodes, I don't see where they would go with this. Obviously this season was able to follow on from season 2's, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen this show and want to, but yeah, obviously this season continued on from the end of season 2, where Clay managed to talk Tyler down from going into the spring fling dance and shooting up the place. So we were obviously able to bring that in as a story element and that did carry through very nicely, even around what the other main plot point for this season was, which was the disappearance and then subsequent murder investigation into Bryce Walker, which, yeah, started turning things up almost as well as Hannah Baker's tapes did. To the same excellent plot twists that did in the first season as well. So yeah, really hope he gets a fourth season. And then literally the last day of August, and I will be starting watching this tonight, so this technically doesn't deserve a spot on this list, but it did technically come out last month, so I'm going to sort of mention it quickly. But Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, which is the prequel TV show to the Dark Crystal movie from like the 80s, is out on Netflix now. It looks phenomenal. My mother's watching it because she loves anything Jim Henson. My brother's watching it because obviously the movie's classic, and I will be watching it starting tonight, after I do whatever needs to be done on the Spyro tour for CTR. So I will be starting to watch that tonight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I will give a proper review of that show like I did for 13 Reasons Why just now, the end of the month, beginning of next month, sort of when I do my next favourites video. So yeah, television, and particularly Netflix, gave us the goods. And so hopefully next month I'll also have some stand things to include there, like The Boys, which is really exciting to me at the moment. I really want to watch that. So yeah, but that's all I've got for television. Alright, so for cinema and movies, I had planned to go and see 2 movies last month. Neither of those worked out for a whole heap of different reasons. Some of them are reasons that I can't talk about because they're not my reasons to talk about, if that makes any sense. However, DVD releases of Detective Pikachu and Hellboy came, so I was finally able to watch both of those movies, which were movies that I was interested in seeing in the cinema. So yeah, I finally was able to watch both of those. Detective Pikachu was hilarious and was a really good sort of adventure sort of film, as well as still having that nostalgia for Pokemon, which obviously I'm getting more and more back into with the upcoming release of Sword and Shield, and the Galar region, and obviously this year I also got back into playing Pokemon Go and stuff. So yeah, slowly but surely it's making a resurgence back in my life. So it was really good to finally watch that movie, as well as Hellboy. When it comes to comic book characters, despite the fact that I will religiously watch any movie that Marvel Studios puts out, despite that fact, the characters I enjoy the most are usually the sort of supernatural gothic horror influenced characters. So having a new Hellboy movie is right up that alley on in both regards. I will admit that I was a little apprehensive about it going into it, because obviously I love the Ron Perlman version of Hellboy a lot, but knowing that David Harbour had actually approached Ron Perlman to ask about how to play the character, sort of helped alleviate some of those concerns, as well as it not relying on the pre-established team of Liz and Abe Sapien to carry the movie through, and gave us a bit more of the universe, with what was his name? Can't remember his last name, but Ben, the were-jaguar, and the medium girl that had been like kidnapped by the Grugach, and like the giant fight scene, and yeah, it was just a good film. I was very happily, what am I trying to say? I was happy to be proven wrong in my like fears and apprehensions about the movie, because it was a great movie. But yeah, those are the only two movies I can think of. I mean, I did watch Zombieland probably 2 or 3 times because it came out literally 1st of August on Netflix, and so while I was doing other things, I would sort of have that on, because I'm gearing myself up for Double Tap later this year. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, movies I would have liked to have seen this month. Quentin Tarantino's new film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Would love to go and see that. I love Tarantino's films. I've seen Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill Volume 1. I don't know if I've seen Volume 2. Reservoir Dogs I've watched. I've watched Django Unchained. Trying to remember what some of these other ones are. I know there's another big one that I'm thinking of. Inglourious Bastards. I've seen Inglourious Bastards. Yeah, I like his style of directing. You can definitely tell that he, like, even without seeing his name on the opening credits, you could walk in halfway through the movie, sit down, and watch only like a minute of it, and know that Quentin Tarantino directed that film, because he's got such a unique style, and I love it. So I would love to go see that, as well as one of my friends wanted to go and see Hobbs vs. Shaw, or Hobbs and Shaw, or whatever the new Fast and Furious movie's called, and to put it into their actual words, purely the gratuitous violence and explosions. Because, yeah, violence and explosions is what makes every good movie. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what other movies are coming out this month, but hopefully I will be able to go and see more movies this month, and be able to sort of catch up on the ones that I want to see as well. So yeah. All right, and the final section of the day is literally sort of everything else that I haven't already covered. So obviously this month I got an early birthday present in, come on, wake up, in my, oh, that's the time already, okay, in my Fitbit. I've got the Versa, which I believe is one of the top of the line models, since getting it, I have not gone a day where I haven't put it on, which is really weird because I used to rarely wear my other watch, which was similar in function but a lot more crappy. As well as I was gifted these Ray-Bans, which don't sit comfortably while also wearing my hat. They sort of wobble a little bit. There are fingerprints on my glasses. I could tell that without even looking into the sun. Obviously this month I was also gifted the loaning of the camera that I will be doing my photography course with, which is a Canon SX50HS. It's a DSLR sized point and shoot camera. You can tell that it does not have a variable zoom function focus wheel here. It's just got the old wiggle stick there. I do need to charge it because I just used it to take photos at my friend's hand fasting ceremony, which I will be posting, or rather sharing photos on my Instagram. So if you want to see how that day went, you can follow the link in the description down below. My Instagram is private, and particularly for this, it needs to be private. My best friend's fiance is very sort of strict about his privacy, so in order to be able to share those sorts of things and be able to tag him in those, I do need to have a private account. So if you would like to see those, follow the link, send me a private message, you know, like request a follow, send me a message, let me know that I sent you from YouTube, and I will add you so that you can see my my photos and stuff. So yeah, I also got some new pop vinyls. The first one I will show you is actually a gift to a friend, or potentially will potentially be a gift to a friend. I did see one the other day that I was like, that's probably more his style. However, we have the Alfred Hitchcock directors pop vinyl. I don't know what other directors have pop vinyls. I'm pretty sure I saw a Quentin Tarantino one, which, considering that I just mentioned like all of his films that I've seen, seems like one that I will eventually get myself. As well as I got myself a 2019 limited edition summer convention exclusive man thing. You cannot see him well at all. He is beautiful. Big hulking thing. Don't want to open the box, but I know that the box is eventually going to be opened, because this one's not actually going to sit in my collection per se. It is still my pop vinyl, but it will not be sitting with my Dragon collection. It will instead be sitting next to my brother's King Groot, next to his Baby Groot, which he says represents himself and my nephew. Obviously, they're both trees, so having Man-Thing, who is made out of swamp matter, that will be how I am represented as his uncle, while still keeping it all sort of Marvel themed as well, because theming is everything. And then, yeah, last but not least, sort of on the more adulty taking into consideration my age sort of stuff. And this one's not so much of a huge deal, but I finally got around to organizing my my Woolworths rewards card, so I can finally be using that because I shop there more than I shop at Coles. So we've got a big old list of things to read through. Cool, interesting. I got myself a water bottle to encourage myself to drink more water. Was one of the things that the Fabulous app had told me that will help with that particular thing. So I'm hoping to try and get through all of the journeys before my subscription ends in November, and be able to write all of the things down so that I can sort of share some tips and tricks without giving the whole game away, sort of thing. Don't want to be giving away their stuff for free, sort of thing, when I have to pay for it. It's not fair on them, not fair on myself, but I will be giving some sort of advice column stuff later on, probably next year, as well as I already had the pencil case, but I got myself this book to start writing notes and stuff in for my photography course. So that goes with the camera. Just down there. And then obviously this shirt as well, which I did also wear to the hand fasting. So I'm probably gonna go and just put on a normal t-shirt now, sit down and do some study for the next like hour and a half, and then go for a walk, do some Pokemon hunting and stuff. Since today is the first day of the Johto journey event in Pokemon Go. I had a look the other day. I only need 3 Pokemon in the Johto Pokédex to go, so I need Unknown, and at this point I really don't care what form of Unknown I get, but I need Unknown, Heracross, and Corsola. So of those 3, only one of those is an original exclusive, that being Unknown. So yeah, kind of hoping I can get the A form, because I know we can get the A form in eggs, but yeah. So yeah, that's all I've got for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. Get rid of the temporary paper card. Awesome. Yeah, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, as well as my bad film reviews, my storytime videos, my song covers, my resolution updates, bad film reviews, I think I already said that, hit that subscription button and the notification bell. As I said in this video, I'm going to try and get back into doing video game content, so if you want to see that, hit those buttons as well. All of my social medias, as well as all of the links that I've mentioned, will be in the description down below. And until next time, guys, night to A2, and I'll check you all later.